Everybody, I'm APH, and welcome back to my guide to the farthest frontier. Today we're talking about the trading post. Now, the trading post can be found in the amenities and services tab of the building menu under tier 2. It is unique. You can only build one of them. Requires a storehouse, a saw pit, and a town center tier 2 to build. Takes 80 labor, 35 planks, and 10 stone. Once built, it will instantaneously spawn one trader that will walk to your town and park with your actual trade post. Once there, you can do some trade. Now, there's some things you got to do before the trader get there. Otherwise, the trader doesn't really do you a whole lot. The first thing is you either need to transfer some goods or transfer some gold. To transfer gold, you just click on the transfer gold button, and then you click on this little slider, and you can drag it to the left to send it to the trade post and to the right to send it to your town. Currently, I've had this up for a little bit of time and have a little bit of money in there. The other way to do trade is to transfer item. Now, if you're going to transfer items, you can do one of two things. The first part is going to be the same for both. You can click on transfer item and you can transfer them from your global storage into your trade post. Now, what's going to happen is when we trade, I'm going to type in the 200 here. When we trade away these 200 pottery, they will not replenish. Now, in order to keep them replenishing, to keep the trade post going and getting them, we simply keep on stock. We turn this toggle on. That will make the trader continuously get them in stock to that amount. I don't really want them to keep pottery in there, as clay is not really one of my high supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer them back to my global stock the same way that I would transfer them to my trade post. The Iron Clan, one of, I believe, 7 traders, if I've seen all of the traders, is an iron-based community. They will bring us everything to do with iron, including one of the endgame items that is needed. They didn't do it this time, which is a little bit of a bummer, and that is heavy tools. Heavy tools is required to make the blacksmith in order to make more heavy tools. My second trader here is the peddler. The peddler is kind of a jack of all trades, brings a little bit of everything. Now, amongst the other traders, there is the butcher, there is the plain strider. The butcher, pretty much as said, is somebody who deals with meat. The plain strider also is somebody that deals with meat. With those two, you get the option to get cattle, which is needed for the barn. There is some cool things that you can do with the traders. Part of it is you can buy low and sell high. And what I usually will look for is something like this, where they are selling stone at a low price, and I will buy it. And I might buy 100. What I will do is buy this for the intention of selling. So when you're buying for the intention of selling later, you will buy to stock. For tools, something that I'm currently out of, instead of buying to stock, we would go ahead and slide the bar to where we want it, and we would buy and transfer it. This will transfer it to our global inventory. Now, if you buy it to stock and later on you're like, oh man, I really wanted that to be in my global inventory, all you do is like transferring to the trader. You just click on the transfer button and you slide the bar back to your global stock, and that will send everything back to where it was. I do want to keep the stone there for the moment. I do want to take a look at, is there an item that one trader is selling for a good price that I can put into my inventory and sell to the other trader? And the answer is, I don't believe so. A lot of times they will sell beer for cheap and they will buy beer for expensive from one trader to the other, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have that. I do want to sell some things to replenish the gold that I just used, as well as to kind of take a little bit of gold off their hand. So one of the things that this city is really good at doing is making linen cloths. So that is an item that I stock quite a bit in the trader. And again, I'm just going to move this to about 100, maybe a little bit higher. Maybe we'll take about 3,000 gold off of her hand. We'll go ahead and sell those. And again, this is now showing 51 of 200. At this point in time, the trader will go get them and will fill this up, which is very appreciated. Yeah, you can upgrade it in the end game and upgrade it. It does offer the addition of one extra trader. I am hearing rumors that some people get their traders in the fall, some people get their traders in the spring, and some people get their traders in the summer. My experience is we are currently late spring, and that is currently where I get them, which means there's probably a bias to the map as to when we get them. I'm currently on the Plains map, and I know a lot of people right now are playing on max difficulty just for lulz. Depending on your map will depend on when you get the trader. They don't currently show a icon or a notification that the trader is here, something that I hope they'll change in the future. This is everything you need to know. I'd like to thank you guys for joining, and in the next one we'll be covering the apiary, the arbalist, and the barn as I use them in combination with each other. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.